Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of KaneSaid. And y'all know my slogan, the fame is free, but the grind costs. And today, man, I got a special guest in the house. Listen, I got a champion in the house. And today, we're going to talk turkey today, baby. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. I appreciate you having me on the show. And
yes, sir.
I love being here.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, tell people who you are, baby.
All right. My name is Ken Klinger. I'm the head boys and girls basketball coach at Lagrange Academy. And really excited to be on your show. And we did. We just won a state championship first time since 2007. Our
2007, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So listen, man, but you know, before we get into that, man, cause I gotta hear about the run. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a very interesting run. But man, just tell the people about you, man, first.
Okay, yeah. I'm originally from Montgomery, Alabama. I grew up there. I played high school ball there. I scored over 1,000 career points, was all state.
Okay. So you was a baller.
That's right. And funny thing is, I almost came to Lagrange College.
Really?
I'll tell you something funny story is I had a Lagrange College Panther sticker on the back of my Bronco.
What?
And I was coming. I was all set to come. And then Auburn University, Montgomery, legendary Larry Chapman. I did a little tryout with him, and he talked me into coming there, and I went and played on it. AUM for 2 years, and man, we had some teams. I don't know if you remember these guys or not, but we had a guy that was an Arizona McDonald's All-American that played in the NBA, played for the Knicks. His name is Edric Bohannon. He was on our team. We had Michael Lloyd that played at Syracuse University. We had Marcus Bullard, who played at Mississippi State, played with us too.
Man,
so we had a squad, and unfortunately, we didn't necessarily had a lot of talent. But I mean, we obviously had a very good record. We had tournament runs, but we never won it all. And then I did transfer to Huntington College, which is kind of like a sister school to Lagrange College. I played there for 2 years, and I was captain of the team. And right out of college, I actually married my sweetheart out of high school. We got married right away, and I've got 3 kids now, and one's in college, and I got one's a junior in high school, and we got a little surprise. I got one that's 6 years old, so kindergartner. So
So now, Iron Man. Now, do your kids play sports, or it's just like?
It's funny because they really now my daughter, she's more athletic. She's a big time cheerleader. She's gonna cheer in college somewhere.
That's what's up.
She's got it. She's got it going on. She plays tennis too.
Yeah.
My son, which is really neat, he's an actor. He's on a theater scholarship at UAB.
Man, hush your mouth. Man.
Yeah, he's phenomenal actor. Like what? He's amazing. He's been in commercials before. He's actually been in some movies too.
So wait, freeze now.
Yeah.
Who did he get that from?
It's got to be his mom, because it was not me at all. I was always trying to put a ball in his hand.
Yeah.
He really just wasn't. I'll tell you something really cool. And I know a lot of kids and stuff watching, but if you ever watch, Disney and Nickelodeon, the show Victorious, and they had a fine art school that they just went to.
Man.
My son grew up watching that.
Really?
He found his own fine art school. And in 9th grade, he actually went to a boarding art school. It's called ASFA, is Alabama School of Fine Arts, and he did that for.
He found himself.
Yeah, I mean, as a 9th grader, it's like he was in college as a freshman.
Man,
if you knew my wife, you would never believe that she would let him go and do it. But he really flourished there. And then it was kind of funny because you would think by the time he's a junior, 16, 17 years old, driving, he's like, I'm kind of sick of it. I want to come back home. So he came back home, and he went to the school I went to, St. James, and he just wasn't into basketball. This is the best fine arts school in Montgomery.
Right.
And then going into his senior years, when I got the job at Lagrange Academy, which was 3 years ago, and we were going to let him stay at St. James. I hate to make a kid leave his senior year, but he wanted to come. He wanted to come. And, Lagrange Academy is I think it's a diamond in the rough school.
Man, hey, brother.
Diamond in the rough.
It is.
And, but anyways, it's so small enough. He was able to play basketball for us. And he did awesome, man. He made honorable mention for all region team, and he really led us to a Final Four game. He had a double-double and going into the Elite Eight game to get us to the Final Four.
Wow.
And so my first year there at Lagrange Academy, our boys team, I wasn't coaching girls at the time, just boys. We went to the Final Four. Now, we lost the eventual state champion in that first round, but it was really neat to coach your son in a Final Four and coach him that senior year. Like, I mean, people kind of dream of that kind of stuff, and it was really cool. So I really enjoyed it.
Great experience, that one. Like,
it's one of my highlights in my life.
Right.
And for him, it's, I just did it.
It's all good, Daddy.
He's more in the theater and still and everything like that. But
but do you like, come on, man, this is the best feeling ever.
Yes, this was the best feeling
ever.
So it's pretty neat. And my daughter, it's funny. She's a junior. She actually goes to Pike Road School. She's still in Alabama. I actually commute. It's kind of funny. I commute back and forth there because my wife, she worked for her dad, and she's been the office manager for 20 years, and she just wasn't ready to leave. She felt like it could go in shambles. And my daughter, like I told you, she's a phenomenal cheerleader. They got a great competitive team, and she just wants to finish out and do that there. So we're hoping next year we get everybody
back together. Right. But right now it's working.
It's working.
It's working. But man, that's crazy, man, because I'm just like you, brother. You know, it's my son, my oldest, and he's about to turn 20 here soon.
Yeah.
But man, let me tell you, brother, let's be honest, all I taught him was this type of stuff.
Right.
Like speed, agility, and jumping, and you know what I mean? And he has crazy skills at construction. And listen, I don't know how to, you know what I'm saying, screw a nail in.
That's right.
I mean, not screw, I can't say it right.
Yeah.
You know, I can't even hammer a nail.
I hear you.
You feel me? So I'm saying to myself, where do you get it from? But that show you, man, how,
I think it's
gifts, baby.
I think it's God, and everybody's got their own natural gift and stuff like that. You could try to put something on it, but it's not going to be there. Yeah. But I'm sure your son's still very good, and just kind of like my son Matthew was. I'm sure good enough in athletics and still good enough.
Man.
Just because you pushing on him enough on him.
So let me tell you though, man, and if I bring him in here, he won't miss a beat.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's the same type stuff, man. But his gift and his skill, he's crazy with his hands, man. So I feel you on that, man. Yeah. I feel you on that, man. So big dog, man, let's talk about some basketball.
All right,
here, man.
No doubt.
So what year did you come to Lagrange Academy? And what was your goal when you first came, brother?
Right. I mean, to me, my goal is always do this. I'm not about wins and state championships. I'm really not. Like I just want them to be successful. And to me, success is being the best that you can possibly become.
Right.
Whatever that is. And I mean, and you've been coaching stuff like this. I've been more mad about some losses. I mean, some wins than I have some losses, just because I don't think we played to our potential and do like that. So I want to develop them to become the best that they can be.
Yeah.
And it's not just about basketball. It's not just about sports. It's about becoming a good citizen and doing the right thing. I mean, discipline, doing the right thing, the right way, the right time, all the time. Like that's what I really want to stall and do. And do
because sports teach that.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Sports teach that.
And then so that was my number one goal going in. And I love John Wooden at UCLA. So
sir.
I mean, I'm a big guy of the pyramid of success. And to me, what I talked to him about when I first started, and I knew they've had success because you go to our school, you see the banners, state championships, and all that. But it's been a while. It's been a while. And I was like, guys, we got to bring it back. Like this is, and I said, how you got to do it is you got to build a pyramid, and pyramids, they've been around for thousands of years.
Yes, sir.
Structures over there. You know how they start with a good, strong foundation. And what's that strong foundation? Two characteristics: industriousness, which is hard work.
Yes, sir.
And enthusiasm. You got to be excited about what you know about Kane. You got the enthusiasm. I
love it, man.
When I first met you, that's what I loved about you. You got that enthusiasm.
Yes, sir.
Hard work, enthusiasm. So that's what I started with at the very beginning. So you got to do these two things for me. If you can't do these two things for me, we're not going to get along. It's not going to be good for us. So that's what we started with. Hard work, enthusiasm. I said, you know what? The rest will take care of itself. And that's so true. It is so true. Like the wins and everything will take care of yourself. If you're working hard and you love what you do, I'm telling you, those are the cornerstones to ever do that. So that's kind of what 3 years ago I started. I came here in 2018.
18, yeah.
So 18, 19, 19, 20. Yeah, this is my third year.
Okay.
And I had just the boys. And the girls, they started, when I was here, they were definitely struggling program. And I thought Coach Howard, who left, she kind of built them up a little bit. And so I was excited about taking them. When she left, it's funny. Coach Howard, the one who left, she played at Lagrange College, but we were actually in the same school system in Pike Road, Alabama. We both ended up here. Neither one of us knew we applied for it. We ended up the same.
Man, stop, man.
But she ended up going back to Montgomery, and I saw the talent, man.
Okay.
I saw the potential in those girls, and I jumped on it with Coach Parker. He was a legend here.
He
Coach
is, man.
Parker.
Shouts out to Coach Parker, baby.
Yeah, so I was like, hey, don't be looking for a girls coach. I got this. I know it's going to be tough, and it is hard.
That was my question, bro, is juggling.
No doubt. And it is a lot. It is a lot. And I mean, you know how it is because you have a family just like me, and to do all you do, especially in season, like my family don't see me that much when it's in season. Right. And I was coaching 2 teams, and I told you, hard work, enthusiasm. That's what I have. And I'm not, just because I'm coaching 2 teams, I'm not letting one go down, the other go up. So I mean, I was putting in those double hours and double works, and film study is so huge in the high school level now. God. You know, I mean, you always knew that for NBA and college, but I'm telling you, with Huddle and what's the other one called? I can't think, but we use Huddle. I mean, everybody has
coach or something. I don't know.
But I'm telling you, at the high school level, everybody has film. Everybody's studying film, and you're learning. I mean, everybody knows about everybody, and if you're not, you're falling behind nowadays. You have to do that. So it's not just practice planning and being out there and practice for an hour and a half. It's after practice, studying film. I mean, watching practices. You know what I'm saying? And trying to show them this is what you're doing wrong. So, I mean, it's a lot more on the athletes too. Right. But, I mean, the performance has gotten better. You can see that about athletes.
Yes, man.
I mean, just stuff you're doing. I mean, this is taking off.
It is, man. And you know, I always tell people, man, like you talking about foundation, man. This really creates that foundation, build that foundation. You know what I mean? To make athletes a little better.
Exactly.
You know, a little better.
I mean, they got to do this kind of stuff to compete now. I mean, you're right.
Because you got to think about something, brother. You know what I'm saying? Think about when I don't know your age, man, but think about, you know what I'm saying, when using the 8th grade, 9th grade. Yeah. You know, you had some kids dunking. Now you got 8th grade, 9th graders windmilling, going through something has changed.
No, you're right. You're right about that. I mean,
something had changed, man.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, because I remember being 8th grade stuff, touching the rim or something. You
feel me? Yeah, but like, I touched the rim today. Now you got people at 8th grade like doing reverse dunks, you know what I mean? Windmills. Yeah. That's crazy, man. So okay, man. So now, so coach gave you the job.
Right. Yes.
To juggle both of them.
Yes.
Keep going. Give me some more.
All right. So I mean, the biggest thing, this is my 3rd year with the guys program. So I felt a little more comfortable. I was ready to do with them. With the girls, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? It's my first year. And honestly, this is my first year coaching girls. I've coached them in other sports, but with guys like tennis teams and track, but never just girls themselves. So I was learning, and I felt I learned just as much from them as they probably hopefully learned from me too. So, you know, it was a little, you know, touch and go there to begin with. But one thing I just love to do is I come in, and I told you about the pyramid success. We always talk about that, but I always like to have a theme for the year, you know, and our theme this year was be prepared. Like on the back of the shirts, I put be prepared. And it's kind of like we're talking about before, watching film, knowing scouting the team, and being prepared. That's the obvious, you know what I'm saying? But what I really like to do, and I'm an elementary PE teacher too, so I brought out the Lion King movie. You know? You know, they have that song, Be Prepared. Scar, you know, Scar plays it to the hyenas like, this is what we're going to do. You know what I'm saying? And but if you watch the film, and then I had the lyrics to it, and you really break it down, like it's really cool. It's like, you know, they're saying that a new shining era is tiptoeing nearer. And that's what I felt like. We are going to be a new shining era, tiptoeing nearer, because I'm taking over a girls program that hasn't had a state championship since 2007. And, you know, it's like, where do we feature? You know, it's like, just listen to teacher. If y'all listen to me, believe in me, I'm telling you, I mean, I don't even know if we put state championship out there at the beginning with the goal, because I mean that's a long shot. I had one 2007, and they really haven't been good really for about 10 years. I mean, not even have a winning record. So I didn't want to. I thought maybe too lofty a goal, but I mean we definitely thought about it. We thought about winning region, doing this, then winning record, winning at home. But man, I kept on looking at those rafters every day, and I saw that 2007, and you know, it was after one game, our Terrell game, we lost, and I told you about this before. Winning and losing to me, it's not everything. It's, did you compete to be the best you can be? We lost to Terrell by 1 point, but I saw something in those girls. I knew after it was like our 3rd game of the year, and I think we were 1-2 at the time. To be honest with you, I was like, but we got something special here. We got something special, and
so all right. So when did you? Okay, let me say I'm gonna break this down. You know, say that you felt and you saw something special. Like dig into that, you know, a little more, man. Like, what did you really see though? I saw a competitive edge and fire in the girls. I mean, I got through. And in basketball, you know, I feel like this: if you got one good player, you could be a decent team. If you got 2, you could be pretty good. And I saw 3 girls that could just really play for us. And we had,
I felt like the best player in the state, and Kelsey Cotton. And though she had to get in shape. That was a big problem for us. And she got COVID, and that even held her back too. But once we got her in shape, and I felt it was early in the year, I felt like, all right, we can get going. And then I told her all year long, trying to build that confidence. Ivy Portis, I say, you are the best point guard in GISA 1A ball. You're the best. And I kept building her up. Yeah. She really was struggling with that. Like, I don't think she really believed it, but you know what I'm saying? But I kept her going, and she's kind of a leader. And like, we do this drill in practice, who our assistant coach, Ashley Reese, and this is the first year I actually had an assistant coach, which was kind of crazy. And I really wanted an assistant coach because coaching girls and being a guy, I wanted to have a female assistant coach. But she put in this one drill, and it was like, kind of almost like oh God, what's the name of that game? You know, where you dribble around and you steal the ball from a person, but there's a dribble chase.
Okay.
Yeah. So she kind of put in this dribble chase game that started with everybody in the ball except for one person. And every time you stole the ball, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you and me both had a ball, one person would have it. If your ball got stolen, now you don't have a ball. You're chasing two until there's only one person left. Well, guess who was the one person left that didn't have the ball? It was Ivy. And nobody. And me and Coach were playing too. Nobody could steal the ball from her. Really? So there's 8 girls on the court, and we're going around for a minute or two and not stealing the ball from her. And I told her at the end of that, I was like, if you turn the ball over, I'm going to get all to you now. Yeah. Because you just went through 8 people. Yeah. And we're all trying to get from you.
We all out here trying to get that thing.
It never happened. You know, but I really think it built her confidence up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody in the team was trying to steal the ball from her, and nobody did. You know what I'm saying? So you can go somewhere. Wow. And then we have another girl, Kayla McBride, who's, she's been part of state championships because she plays softball too. Okay. And, Coach Parker, like we say, is legend. They win a state championship every year. So at least she knows how to win, but she's got that little grit about her. You know what I'm saying? That you love. You just love it. You know it. You can't define it, but you know it when you see it. She's got it. And
man, let me tell you something. That day that we came over there, I saw that.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
I do. Yeah. I saw that day that we came over there and did them sessions with you guys. I saw that in her. Yeah. Now, I'm talking about Ivy too. Now, I saw her in my gym one day, as a training. Right. I said the same thing, man. Yeah. It's something about her. Yeah. I said, bro, it's crazy, but go ahead though, man.
No, but yeah. I mean, just doing that. And then we had enough pieces, I feel like, to make a great team. You know what I'm saying? Like, we only had 7 on our team. We had a freshman, AB, who's almost as tall as me and just lacks so much confidence. And I don't know why. She went to the PCG camp that they have in Atlanta and all that. I was like, AB, you're doing more than all these other girls. Like, that should just be the confidence in yourself right there. Like, you need to have a lot more confidence in yourself. And then she was so tall. And I tell you one thing she did, man.
What she do?
It was and we'll talk about the championship game here in a little bit, but the championship game, it was almost a LeBron James play. Like, we kind of had a big lead, and they were coming back. They kept coming back. They had a steal. It was down to 4 points. Steal, breakaway, easy layup. She caught the girl and blocked that shot right out of bounds. And I'm telling you, I was ready to go. Timeout. She made that layup because we had like an 11-point lead. It gets shrunk. It was down to 6, and this girl stole the ball. It was 4. We made a 2-point game. I mean, she hustled her butt off and blocked that shot.
Now, talking about championship game, right?
State championship game.
I saw that play.
You saw that play?
Mika, you posted on Facebook. Yeah. I saw that play, man.
Yeah. Yep. And I mean, just little things like that. So if you got players that buy in and sell out and do like that, you got a chance to be phenomenal. And then we had she's a freshman. We had another freshman girl, Laura Knight, and she was just our defensive stopper. She could score a couple baskets here and there, but her thing was we always put her on the best, the other team's best player, and she would shut her down. And then we had Ella Grace, and I call her our 6 man because we only had 7. Then with COVID and everything, we played a lot of games with just 5 or 6. We probably played fewer games with all 7 than we did, with 5 or 6. Really? So she was just that steady rock off the bench. I mean, she always wanted to come off the bench. She didn't want to be starting. You got to have those people too. You know what I'm saying?
So I want to ask you that, man. How many? Because in private school, a lot of times, man, numbers are the issue. I want to ask you how many guys. I mean, how many girls you guys played with?
So we only had 7, and then Mackenzie Jones, she started playing basketball. She's a junior, and just last year was her first year, like a small school of God. I really think because her boyfriend played basketball last year, she ended up playing and stuff. She started to like it, and I mean, And she was kind of on the edge again this year, but I talked to her, and man, she really got into it, played. It was just our rebounder. Like, I mean, just that person on the glass, she would get offensive rebound, defensive rebounds, and get putbacks in. Like, so it was a total team effort. You know what I'm saying? And
so everybody understood their role.
That's right. You're right. That's a great way of putting it. Everybody understood your role, and that is so huge in championship.
I know about to say that would define a championship.
And I was telling you about my AUM team and stuff like that. Like, I felt like we had maybe too much, and everybody in the role and trying to do too much. And sometimes that ruins it. But yes, everybody knew their role.
Everybody knew their roles.
Yep. I mean, we all knew Kelsey Cotton was she was our go-to scorer, and I mean, she had it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, her form on her shot, she'll yell at me if she hears it and stuff like that. It's not the best, right? But you know what? It was 43. It was 43-40 with less than 18 seconds to go, and she got fouled. And I knew she would hit both free throws, even though she didn't have the best form. She just got it. Like, I mean, state championship game. You're playing Georgia Southwestern Arena, huge stadium. that death reception. Yeah. But I was so confident she had the ball in her hand. I knew she hit both, and she kind of sealed the game. Right. It put us up 45-40. They actually, I mean, they were. Oh my Kane, they were throwing up stuff at the end, and everything was going backboard threes.
Just going in.
Yeah, but the final score ended up being 45-43. But,
what?
I mean, so those were clutch free throws at the end. You know what I'm saying? But I knew she'd make it. I knew she'd make it because I knew she had it. And she did it another game earlier in the year too. I can't remember the exact same game, but she just had it.
She had it. Yeah. So okay, man. So let's talk about the journey first. You know, I mean, before we get to the actual championship game, man.
Yeah.
Man, let's talk about some hardship you guys had to endure. You know, I mean, one thing we know, man.
That's
COVID
great. I'm glad you pulled that up.
You feel me? Like COVID added some stuff and just life itself, man. Give me some of that.
Yeah. So, I mean, like you said, and I love this quote, and I start it every year. And I've been coaching for 21 years now. I've been coaching since 2000. It comes from the real Coach K. Everybody calls me Coach K.
Yeah.
But Mike Krzyzewski, he says in the quote, he says, every season is a journey, and it's a journey of a lifetime. And basically what he's saying is you go through all those emotions in the season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The jealousy, the anger, the hate, the happiness. It's a roller coaster ride. I mean, we won a state championship. You always think state championship, oh, we had a lollygag, awesome year. We all loved each other. That's not true.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there was times we didn't like each other. There was times that people weren't doing things right, and that's what you got to do as a coach. You do with young people all the time.
Most definitely.
It's discipline. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to do the right things, the right way, right time, all the time. Yeah. And I'm sure there's times they didn't like me. One game that sticks out in our mind is Piedmont to me, and they were they actually won our region championship, but they kind of had our number for whatever reason, and I lost it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Lost it.
I threw my clipboard. I shattered my marker. I hit that locker, and they ain't never seen me like that before. Right. To me, because I was coaching girls, I was a little bit different.
right. You look,
And I mean, it was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Like, who is this?
Who is this guy?
And I remember cutting my finger out, blood coming down. And the girls were like crying afterwards and stuff like that. And so I had some phone calls from parents and stuff like that. Cool. But you know what? I really think it changed our team. I really think it helped in the long run. I think that whatever reason, they gained a little more respect for me. Like, whoa, who's this guy? Oh, you know what I'm saying? And, sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need that.
I'm going to tell you, brother, that may cause them to see your passion and how much you believed in them.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And you're exactly right. Because why was I so upset? Because they were not playing to their potential. That's the whole reason I was upset. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you weren't playing to your potential. And man, you know how sports everything is so mental. Like in our mind, they've been Piedmont been beating them up for years, and they just knew they were better than them. But you know what? If you already know a team's better than you, it's gonna be that much worse when you play against them. You got to believe, even if they are better, you got to believe you could beat them. Just like when you played probably Big Brother or Daddy when you were growing up, like. Even though I probably knew, I said, no, I'm going to beat him.
I'm going to beat him.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you something, man. And that's the edge that Michael Jordan had on people.
You're right.
Going in the game, they feared him.
Yes, you're exactly right.
So, you know what I mean? So mentally, man, they was whipped already.
You're exactly right. That's a series on Netflix. That was it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it showed it. I mean, there's already Tiger Woods had the same effect on people.
Yes.
So,
Yes. So, okay, man. So, man, once you know what I'm saying, did that, right?
Yeah.
Man, give me the next week.
Yeah. I mean, Kane, I don't think we lost another game after that game.
Really?
Yep. I really don't. And I was nervous because I thought, you know how coach and everything is. Like, God, I hope I don't lose them because I know they were crying, they were upset, they had parents calling. And I went in there, we had a talk, and I breaking down film. I really broke down the film, and I was like, this is what I got so upset about, guys. This is what we're not doing. And they bought in. We had a great practice, and we played was it Windsor? We played Windsor Academy the next game.
Okay.
We had the best game of the year. We beat them like 53-20. Like, we came out and played. So like I said, I don't think we lost another game after that thing. So that was a definitely a big turning point.
That was a turning point.
Yep. So
okay, man. Now, head into the championship game.
Right.
Man, give me that, man.
Yeah.
Give me that.
So the Final Four game. Let's just have the whole Final Four experience.
Give it to me.
So we're playing Oak Mountain, who you know, all of us teams in the GISA 1A level, we're pretty much competitive. You know what I'm saying? We want to say championship. Anybody can beat anybody on a given night. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we beat them the first time we played them. Thrilling comeback. They should have beat us. It was at our place. We're down by like 4 points. And I only have 5 girls. You know what I'm saying? And we're down by 4 points.
Hold on now. So in the Final Four.
No, this wasn't a Final Four. I'm sorry. I'm just talking about our series with Oak Mountain.
I'm with you. We
played them 3 times.
Okay.
But this is the first time we played them. We only had 5 girls.
5 girls.
That night. And I was even talking to them before. I was trying to prep them up and, you know, feel like, you know, that I really thought we were going to lose. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what they had, and I was like, I don't want to get them down and stuff like that. I was like, hey, girls, before the game, and that was a mistake on my part. You know, I was talking about you, so always win. And we started off slow because I kind of felt like we were going to lose anyways. You know what I'm saying? And then I remember kind of getting mad at halftime because I was like, man, we could play with these guys and stuff like that. Yeah. But going into the fourth quarter, I mean, under 2 minutes ago, we're down by 4 points. Only 5 girls. They're dead tired. And, man, we got to press. You know what I'm saying? We got no other choice.
Yeah, no other choice.
And they're trying to hold the ball out, so we're trapping and pressing. And we came back and beat them by 2 points. So that was awesome. Wow. And I know that upset. And Coach Barkley at Oak Mountain, he's a phenomenal coach. He does like me. He coaches both boys and girls. And I could tell. You know, I could tell with other coaches, stuff like that. Like, because we're pretty good friends and we talk. Yeah. But when we went to Oak Mountain, like, he wasn't saying a word to me, man. He was locked in. Face. Yeah,
he was locked in.
He was, man. And they jumped on us, and we did the same thing. We kept coming back.
Yeah. And
we eventually got the lead on them. And if I felt like we had the win.
Right.
And they kind of came back on us. And they you know, we only had 6 girls. One of our girls fouled out. And we had a girl kind of out of position in the zone, and they got the ball. And, I mean, we did uncharacteristic things. We turned it over with like 16 seconds left. They got the ball, hit a 3-point shot in the corner, tied the game, and we got the ball again, and we turned it over again. It's just one of those nightmares. You know what I'm saying? That you can just feel on the game. So, Coach, there's 3.7 seconds left.
Okay.
And it's a tie game. And I know it's going to their best player.
Right.
So I got one in front of her, one behind her. She slips in between 2. They still throw it to her. And then she comes up on our Kelsey Cotton, and she stops like almost, I mean, NBA range, just launches the 3. And, of course, it goes in.
It goes in.
So this is a team now. That's who we're playing in the Final Four. Like, we barely beat them, came back, and they came back and beat us. And I know what they wanted to do. I mean, his game plan is they only got 7 girls, and we got to tire him out because he had a bench full of girls. He had a lot of girls. He reminds me of Michigan State, Tom Izzo. They made or missed shot.
Take off.
They're gone.
We're running.
Yeah, they are running. And he's like, I mean, I can hear him still. He's like, they're tired. Go.
Right.
So that whole week, I said, we got to prepare. And I was, man, you know, almost like I was at the Piedmont game. I was like drilling into him. I was like, I said, you know, the only reason they're going to beat you is I said, you're talented, more talented. The only reason they beat you is because they're going to out-effort you. They're going to work harder. Are you going to let that happen? I mean, we ran. We did. I don't know if you ever done a ladder drill, but we were like, all right, yeah. So, and they never did it. I never did the ladder on them. Man. So we're running a ladder up to 7. You know, you got 5 seconds. And I told them, like, we're going up to ladder to 7. So they got the 7, and they're like, whew. I was like, girls, where y'all going? We're not done. I was like, I'm afraid of heights. We ain't jumping down from the 7th step.
Go.
We're going down to 6.
Down, baby.
They were so mad, but I was like, do y'all want to win or not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they bought in.
Wow.
And I was so proud of us in the Final Four game. We were down. It was 25-18 with less than 10 seconds to go. Ivy, who I told you, best point guard, stole the ball with 5 seconds to go, goes coast to coast at the buzzer. So we're down 25-20 at halftime. and they're doing what they want to do. They're running, pushing on us, and I was like, guys, we know what they're going to do. Like, we got to match it up. We got to bring the intensity. So super proud of the girls, man. We outscored them 26-11 the second half, and ended up winning by 10. And instead of them, running, pressing us and tiring us out, we did it to them.
Reverse that thing.
We did, and I was super proud of them because we talked about it all week and we prepped for it, and they did it.
They did that thing.
Yep. And So that leads us into the state championship game, and man, you only got a day and a half to prep, and man, I got Coach Gaylor at St. George, man. He gets all the films, but he gave me all the films they had. I was watching 8 different games.
You probably just doing all
I was up all night, and I broke down everything they had. And but still, it doesn't matter what I know; it's what they know.
It's what they know.
So, but our girls did really buy in. We had like a 3-hour practice, and it wasn't 3 hours of practice on the court, but we did a lot of studying, film, and sitting down, and we really knew what they were going to do and get them ready.
So let me ask you this though: so going into the championship game, man, did you say to yourself, or you say to your wife, I think we got a chance, right?
Oh yeah. I did. I definitely knew we had a chance.
Yeah.
And but they were good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, obviously they're in the state championship too.
Right.
So I knew it could go either way. But I did. I mean, that's And most coaches all the time, they're always, Lou Holtz at South Carolina. He could be playing a 1AA team. Remember him be like, oh, they got all this.
Right.
I'm usually that guy.
Right.
But, I mean, deep in my head, I was like, all right, we can definitely beat these guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so. And that's what I wanted to do, is build our girls up, because they still had never done it really at our school. You know what I'm saying? Going to state championship, I mean, first time since 2007.
Right.
And then, I mean, they were in diapers. That's what
I'm saying. You don't even remember that
last time we're in diapers, last time you're doing that. So going to that championship game, I told you, we talked about the Lion King and being prepared and stuff like that. So going into that game, my little speech was from Ray Lewis, and he talked about lion mentality.
Oh,
and
man.
He talked about, he goes, what is a lion known as? And I got smart kids that go to Lagrange Academy. They're like, kings of the jungle. It's like, you're dang right.
Yes.
They're kings of the jungle.
Yes.
That's like, why are they kings of the jungle though? They're not the biggest. The elephant's the biggest. You know what I'm saying? They're not the fastest. Cheetah's the fastest. The lion's not the smartest animal. So they're not the biggest. They're not the fastest. They're not the strongest. Why are they the kings of the jungle? I said, you want to know why? It's mentality. Yeah. I said, they know they walk and a bunch of hyenas. Even though they're outnumbered by hyenas, they're not going to be attacked. I said, you know what? They got 15. There's like 15, 16 girls. I said, they got more than y'all.
Yeah,
they're bigger than y'all. But I said, you need to go out there with your neck high and strut out and play with confidence and show that lion mentality.
Coach, you got me on the ball right now, man.
Yeah. And so we did. We jumped on them, man.
Yeah.
It was the opposite of the other game. We were up like 26-11 at halftime. I mean, we were rolling.
Yes, saw that. Yes.
Unfortunately, the lion mentality left us, because instead of playing to win that second half, we were playing not to lose. And I mean, the fourth quarter, we still had an 8-point lead going in the fourth quarter. And then, man, we just got too tight. You know what I'm saying? I even called all my timeouts. It was just,
right.
there. But hey, Kelsey Cotton, who I think is the best. I mean, they don't do MVPs and stuff like that, but she would have been the MVP. Like, really? She stepped up. I mean, she was. Yep. I mean, she had 2 big shots that fourth quarter. I told you she hit 2 big free throws that kind of sealed the game. Ivy, best point guard, because of course the ball's in her hand. We're winning, so we're getting fouled. She was 4 for 4 in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying?
That's clutch.
It was clutch.
That's clutch.
And so we pulled it out. So I was super proud of them, and won a state championships first time in 14 years. So really
okay.
Neat.
So let me ask you this now, man. Have you woke up yet?
I know, right? Just started to now. I think this week I just started to. But I've been floating, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. I bet.
Yeah, I've been chin to chin. Everybody says I'm chin to chin.
Why not?
Yeah, no doubt.
Why not,
I mean, this is my first state championship too. You know what I'm saying? Been to Final Four before with the boys, but never a state championship. So it was really neat. And taking over a team that, man, they hadn't done nothing in a long time. And with just 7 girls, and with COVID and everything, and us playing with just really 5 or 6 all year, it really was a Cinderella story. It really was.
Fighting that adversity.
Yeah.
So, okay, man. So, now you guys won the championship, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, how are the girls responding still?
Yeah.
I mean, are they on the same high you're on?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely are.
Yeah.
They're still on the same high. One thing I loved about my assistant coach, Ashley Reese, she talking about what we got to do to repeat. You know what I'm saying? She already talking about that, Yeah. So I really like that. And, a smart school like we are and stuff like that. I think the girls are on the high, but they're moving on to their spring sport. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple girls playing tennis and soccer, and they're moving on. But we're gonna get it rolling again in the summer.
So okay, so as far as how many are you bringing back of the 7?
6. The only one we're losing Ivy, but that is huge. Losing that point guard. And she was such a big leader for that team.
Does she have the opportunity to play?
She is. She got YGS. Yep. She's going to Agnes Scott. She's going to play basketball for there. Yep. Yeah. We really need to get that together, get a little signing thing for her. But super excited. And
wow,
man, I tell you what, she kind of did it on her own. Like, I mean, she was ready to go before we even started the season. Like, she had signed, she had called them and contacted them before I was even coaching. I mean,
she out there getting together.
Yeah, she really was.
Wow.
I think one thing that really helped is a couple of years before I was stuff that the coach didn't have any film, and so I was like, I'm gonna get you all right. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get you on huddle and get you a highlight film. And, you know, we do all that for the kids too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, there's always opportunity. Whatever you want, you can do. You can do that. I tell them to everybody. I tell anybody who wants to come and play for me and stuff, like, if you want to play college, I'm gonna find you a college you can go to. I mean, it might not be D1 that you want, but there's so many schools.
It's so many schools out there,
but you have to want it. You know what I'm saying? It can't be wishful winning, like only want to do it when it's convenient for you.
Right.
Like, you got to put in. I mean, you know this. You got to put in the grind. That's what this place is all about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if they want it, they can definitely do it. Anybody. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Yeah.
So, man, let me ask you this, man. What's the difference? And like, because it's crazy, because me and one of my trainers were talking about the other day, between training a guy and training a female. So what's the difference in coaching?
Yeah.
Coaching
I'd say this.
Coaching the guys.
All right. That's a good point. I actually like coaching the girls better. They almost like listen to me better.
Man, that's so funny, man. He said, Coach, it's like the girls listen a little more.
Yeah, they do. The guys think they already know it, know how to do it all. I feel like the girls, they'll even ask me, like, Coach, what am I doing wrong? Because I've been coach calls in my life. I was like, what ask me what to do wrong. Right. I mean, so that's the biggest thing I did. And another thing I never really, gosh, kind of sound a little sexist, like maybe later, but the girls are competitive, dude.
Right.
They're
scrappy.
Yes, they will get after it. I mean, I'm amazed how competitive they were. You know what I'm saying? Like with each other, with the other teams. I mean, even more so than the guys sometimes. Like they're really competitive.
Yeah.
So learning and listening and being competitive.
But it's great you say that though. I mean, because I agree with that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of guys are naturally athletic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The girls want to grow into it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, but we see it every day, man. You know what I'm saying? The girls, you know what I'm saying? They lock in.
Exactly.
You're
right.
You know, in detail. You know, but I think it's the makeup of a girl anyway. They're more detailed than guys.
You're right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I think that in a way, man. So, okay, I mean, let's talk about, you know what I'm saying, your plans now. You know what I'm saying? Now that you because the only thing you do is just basketball, right?
I mean, school like ours, I do a lot, man. I do. I'm tennis coach. I actually just came.
So you got many hats over there.
Yeah, I do cross country, and I do. Man, I coach in all the teams now. I coach the middle school boys, the varsity girls, varsity boys, and then the tennis team. So yeah, and I mean, like I'm really like our strength and conditioning coach guy too. Like I do that for the off season, which. And that's why I called on you how we met to begin with, because we need to do a better job with it, to be honest with you. And hopefully we could get it going a little better.
Right.
And we've really updated our facility. You saw it. You know what I'm saying? You saw what it looked like before.
I did.
And that was a big thing for when I came 3 years ago. I was like, we're stuck in the 90s. I was like, we gotta build this thing up. You know what I'm saying? And
I was impressed when I came in there, though.
Yeah.
I was.
So that's my big thing, man, is that in the weights. And just like you said, man, the kids got to do something. We haven't done that enough at Lagrange Academy, and that's what we got to do. I feel like, especially on the guys' side, it's going to help us really grow. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big plan of mine, is to get us bigger, faster, and stronger, and really develop that weight room. So that's a big goal of mine.
That's a big goal, man. Yep. Yeah. And I said, man, you know, so sometimes we came there, man, and saw you guys, man. We were impressed.
Yeah.
You know, like I told my trainer that day, man, I said, man, they work.
Yeah.
We got at first I look for, man, when I train athletes, man.
Yeah.
How hard do they work? You know, the first couple times you train people, man, it's not I'm saying the first time you train somebody, for me though, you know what I'm saying? I'm not looking at technique the first time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm looking at how hard you go, and then we're going to start working on your technique. But at first, man, nah, man, I want to know, can you grind? And I saw you guys doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I really saw you guys grinding.
Yep. And we just got to do it more consistently. Yeah. We're not doing it consistent enough. You know what I'm saying? Because they were at the beginning, like a small school like ours, they play everything. They're doing everything.
Yeah.
And so we don't have an athletic period per se, so that kind of hurts. And then they were playing soccer, and they weren't doing that for soccer practice. But so when they started basketball, we start strength and condition. But it's almost like you can't just do it. You know what I'm saying? It's a year thing. It's a year thing now.
It's nonstop.
I think they probably should take a week off here and there. But I mean, it's a year-round process now.
Right.
I mean, you can't just do it 2 or 3 months out of a year and expect any real gains.
Because I believe this too, and you tell me what you think about this, man. I believe also, man, there are some kids, man, who can't take as much time off from working out than other kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, man. We were talking about that earlier.
I mean, we have those kids at Lagrange Academy. They can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're right. Some people, they probably can. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, a guy like LeBron James, he's just
he can take 2 or 3 months off and bounce right back. But you got some kids, man, who take 2 or 3 months off, man. You're starting over again.
No doubt.
You know, you start over again and trying to get them, you know what I'm saying, develop.
Yep.
Wow.
It's easy to lose it. It's hard to regain it.
That's it. That's it, man. That's it. So, Coach, let me ask you something, Coach, man. Man, if you had one thing, Coach, man, to tell the people, you know what I'm saying, who's listening,
right?
What would it be?
Give me a little more detail. What do you mean?
Yeah. Like as far as, man, one thing to motivate them, man, to you know what I'm saying, to go to the next level and what they're doing. Because you're a champion. You know what I'm saying? You motivated your squad. You know what I'm saying? To be a champion this year. So if you had one thing to tell somebody,
I think it goes back to my very thing with John Wooden and the success.
Yeah,
it's just those. Well, I guess it's really 2 things. Yeah, industriousness, man. Hard work and enthusiasm. Yeah. You know, I mean, to me, those are the 2 biggest things. You gotta love what you do, and you gotta work hard at it.
I love it.
I mean, that to me, those are my foundation, cornerstone things that I always want to emphasize and put in. I feel like that's what I do. And you're going to get that out of me, so I'm expected out of you. Yeah. And I feel like if you do that, man, success. I mean, there's a lot of other stepping stones too, but that's got to be the building block.
But man, I'm telling you, man, that's the greatness of what you're saying, man. Because you know what I'm saying. This is why my slogan is "The fame is free." Because people only saw the championship, and people only see you guys celebrate. Yep. But they didn't know that you know, I mean, a lot of times you guys played with 5 people. Yes. They didn't know that.
They didn't know I was throwing clipboards.
Yeah, they didn't know none of that.
Yeah. They didn't know we had hardships. You know what I'm saying?
That's the grind part.
You're right. I mean, especially social media nowadays, that's all people see is the great stuff.
It's all they see, man.
Yeah.
It's all they see.
There's so much more to it.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Coach,
that's every team.
That's what I'm saying. That was anything in general, man.
Yeah.
Just general, man. But Coach, man, I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you having on
here,
man.
Coming up here, man, just showing love, man. And again, man,
I love what you do, man. I mean, I told everybody that Lagrange first time I had, so we got to get these guys more involved.
Man, appreciate that, man. Man, I mean, man, we here, man. Phone call away.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Again, man, I personally enjoyed the journey. You know, to watch you guys, man, you know what I'm saying, get to that championship. Man, like I said, when I saw them highlights, man, and I saw that block shot, no lie, I thought about LeBron James.
That is so cool.
Listen, I did, for real. I thought about him against it's Golden State.
Yeah, Golden State. I can't remember the player.
Oh, it was
Curry.
No, it wasn't Curry. It was Iguodala.
Yeah, it was.
Say his name.
Yeah.
It was him. I thought about that when she made that block.
I did too. Man.
That's crazy, brother. That's
really
crazy, man.
Well, I really enjoyed this, man. This is
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, everybody. Thank y'all again for tuning in to another episode of KaneSaid. And listen, I want to thank my man, Coach K, the champion, baby, for dropping in, man, just telling his story, man, telling the grind of the team. We appreciate you, man. Yeah, so, man, y'all know my slogan. The fame is free, but the grind costs, baby. Zip them up, baby.